Okay, good afternoon. Welcome in, Brian Smithson, JT, Steven, an all-star cast already in the chat. Thank you for coming in once again for another game, game 2 of the series. Dodgers trail the Brewers in the win column by one game. 81 wins for the Brewers, 80 for the Dodgers, and 77 for the Braves. So Dodgers fell to the Braves last night, trying to distance themselves from the Braves this evening, get that one game they lost back yesterday to them, and even up this series. They got Roki going for them. So this should be a good one. Both teams are coming with each other back with the same lineups. We're talking Yastrzemski in left, Harris in center, Acuna in right for the Braves, and the third base of Riley, Dubin, Elbies, and Olson around third base, shortstop, second base, and first at Olson, behind the plate Murphy, and the DH is Baldwin. So both teams coming out with their exact same lineup with one exception. Dodgers took out Call in left field and put in Teoscar, their regular left fielder. Again, as we all know, Pages is out with an injury. Thomas continues to take his place in center. Tucker is in right. Muncy at third. Betts at shortstop. Edman at second. Freeman at first, and Fiducia behind the plate. Ohtani, once again, the DH leading off. First three hitters will be Ohtani, followed by Freeman and then Betts and Muncy. So this is like two prize heavyweight fighters going at it, in the sense that neither one of them has flinched. They haven't changed anything. They said, here we are. Look at me now. Let's go for it. You got us last night. We're going to get you back tonight. So on the Smith is A.J. Smith-Shaver. So this should be a good game. Good game anticipated tonight. The Dodgers had a rusty glass now on the mound last night, and it showed for the first inning. By the time he got himself going, it was too little too late. He had already given up 3 runs. Dodgers scored 3, went into the 8th inning, and the Braves pushed forward the fourth run to win it, 4-3 in regulation. So Smith, 7th round pick in 2021 Major League Draft, had Tommy John surgery, rest in peace Tommy, in June of 2025. So this, like I said, is kind of like a playoff atmosphere. Last night's game was, and tonight's game figures to be the same thing. Let me get you the 3D game tracker up right now. Okay, so Ohtani's just about ready to hop in there, and we're ready to get some action going for you underway. First pitch to Ohtani's taken for a ball. One ball, one strike to Ohtani. First hitter of the game. First pitch is lifted foul and back out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ohtani. The 1-2 pitch is taken for strike 3 as Shohei swings and misses. And there's 1 strikeout recorded by Smith. A high-riding fastball got him, and up comes Freddie Freeman. 1 out, first inning just to start things. Freeman's average just falls under 300, hitting .299. Had a 0 for night last night. First pitch is taken for a strike. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, 0-2. Early start once again, 4:15 on the West Coast. 1 out. The 0-2 pitch is low, splitter for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Freeman. There's a ground ball down into the Albies down to second. Throws over to Olsen in time for the out. 4-3 putouts in the books. And just like that, there's 2 outs in the Dodgers' first inning. So 2 up, 2 down, and Mookie Betts comes in. 95 games, hitting .236, 16 homers, and 46 ribbies. Pitch is taking a slider outside for ball 1. Next one's high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs in the first inning. Just the start of things here from Atlanta. Dodgers trying to even up this series at 1 game apiece. Pitch is way high on the fastball. That's 3-0. Nice discipline by Betts, laying off the fastball. And he's 1 pitch away from walking. 1 ball away. The 3-0 pitch is just outside for ball 4. And Mookie's aboard with 4 balls. And he'll take his base. And up comes Max Muncy. So Muncy had a chance to hurt the Braves last night in the 9th inning with Ohtani at 3rd and 2 outs, and they walked him to face Tommy Edman. So they dodged him last night. Tonight they're facing him, of course, with nothing big on the line yet. First pitch is a splitter for ball 1, and AJ's now going the other way, throwing 5 straight balls. The 1-0 pitch to Muncy is low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Muncy. 1 man on, and Mookie just walked. And the 2-0 pitch is taken right down the middle for a strike. It's now 2-2, or 2-1. Two and 1 the count to Muncy. Betts away from first base. The pitch on the way. Taken for called strike 2 on the fastball. So the count is now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Muncy. 2 outs, first inning. Mookie at first base. Just the start of things. 2-2 pitch is a ground ball hit sharply right to Dubin at short. He'll throw on over to first. Nice dug out of the dirt by Olsen to get him. And that'll do it. 6-3 putouts in the books. The Dodgers are done. And Roki will now make his way slowly to the mound to face Baldwin, Acuna, and Olsen. And if anybody gets on, Dubon, the shortstop. Okay, hold on. My chat is a little behind. Sorry, I didn't realize that other chats were happening, so I'm trying to catch up with all what's going on in the chat. Good question, Rico. Went to the doctor today, got a follow-up appointment on Friday. So they took the patch off, still going to do some more tests to see what's going on with it. Blurry, the vision's blurry, but they said take the patch off, you're good to go. in that regard. So thanks for asking. That's the update on the eye. And so I'm back to what I'd like to say is 2 eyes visibly from your standpoint, but really 1.5 from my standpoint. But working on it, got some new medication to take as well, some eye drops. So that's where I'm at with that. So Roki will be facing Baldwin, Acuna, Olsen, Dubon, Harris, Albies, Yastrzemski, Riley, and Murphy. So Mike Yastrzemski, the grandson of Carl Yastrzemski, longtime Hall of Famer, longtime player for the Red Sox in the Hall of Fame now. He plays left. His grandfather played right field. So Roki, 6 starts, 2-0 record since post-ASB. All-Star break, okay. So Roki seemed to straighten it out since the All-Star break. First pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Baldwin. Pitch is taken for a strike, a fastball on the inside. One pitch. Swung on and missed on the splitter. Nice break off of a splitter there by Roki. It's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch to Baldwin is taken high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. JT chimes in with the ERA 6.23 of AJ Smith and a whip of 1.6154. Thank you, JT, as always, for your information on the pitchers, ERA, and the whip. Much appreciated. As the swing and a miss, down goes Baldwin, striking out. So strikeout number 1 and 1 out for the Braves. 6 more to go for that jumbo jack offer. Pitch is taken for a strike to Acuna Jr. Pitch is inside on the fastball, 1-1 the count. One and one the count to Acuna Jr. 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Dodgers and the Braves in game 2. Pitch is a fastball inside for ball 2. Just missing. 2 balls and 1 strike. Roki's pitch is right down the middle for a strike. It's now 2-2. Two and two, the count to Acuna Jr. Dodgers desperately got to get in this game and go after it. They're only 2-12 playing teams with winning records of late. And there's a ground ball hit sharply down to Muncy. He'll glove it, throw on over to Freddie Freeman and get him. So nice play by Muncy. 5-3 put out. And there's now 2 outs here in the first inning. And up comes Olsen, left-hand hitting first baseman. Matt Olsen, 2 for 4 yesterday, had a big day. This season, MLB ranks second in the National League with 36 home runs, 77 RBIs, and a .260 average. So he's been quite busy with impressive numbers there at the plate. The pitch is in the dirt, bouncing up there with a slider. It's now 1-1. Skubal will get his jumbo jack. Today, Rocky's working on getting another one, Brian. Scuba will be pitching on Friday night, going back to Detroit. There'll be a lot of emotions there. That should be a good one. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Count is 1-2. 2 outs as Rocky's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And Rocky's only thrown 13 pitches so far. So if he can do it, this will be a big lifter right here. Usually has a little trouble with inflated pitch count in the early innings. See if he can break that right now. There's a foul ball. Matt Olson, 915th consecutive games played, longest active MLB streak. So Olson not only putting up impressive numbers at the plate, he's showing up every day to do it too. There's a shot, and it's going to go. If it hits fair, it's gone, and it hits the foul pole and gone. And just like that, the Braves break out to a 1-0 lead. Just when I said Roky was on the verge of getting out of the inning, the Braves pulled him right back in with a foul pole home run, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead on Matt Olson's 37th of the year. So just like last night, Braves draw first blood. Last night, Mets jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Let's just hope the Dodgers can keep this only to 1 run here in the first. Next hitter up, coming up now, facing Roky. Is Dubon. So the Braves trotting out the exact same lineup, exact same order as they did last night. The pitchers are ground ball sharply hit. Nice backhanded by Muncy. Ben foul territory. The long throw too late. It pops out of Freddie Freeman's glove on the stretch, and Dubon's aboard. So it was a nice backhanded play for Muncy to even get there. But when he cranked up the throw, it bounced just shy of Freeman. He tried to dig it out, and when he did, a big swoop of a dig, it popped out of the glove, and Dubon was aboard safely, and up comes Harris, the second, to the plate. Pitches, look, there he goes, a throw down the tag. He's in there easily, diving head first, as Harris is now steals second. He's in scoring position, and the Braves aren't done yet. 1 ball, no strikes to Harris. 1-0 Braves lead. And Dubon gets a leg single at first base, and now he steals second base. Roky looks at him at second. The pitch is it's in the dirt. Fiducia has to hustle to pick it up as it gets away from him. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes to Harris. And suddenly what looked like an easy 14-pitch inning for Roky is suddenly turned into a 19-pitch inning, and he's still in there with a runner in scoring position and another one with a 2-0 count. Backhanded by Fiducia, nice pitch of a catch, save of a ball from going back to the backstop. It's now 3-0 on the fork ball. You're exactly right, Rico. The Braves are smelling blood. They're going after it. They like their big 3 they put up yesterday, trying to do that right now. Roky's 21st pitch is low for ball 4, and now there's men at first and second and 2 outs. So the Dodgers letting all this happen with 2 outs on their watch. They got the first 2 men they faced, and suddenly they were wrecked by Matt Olson hitting a foul pole home run, and then a leg base hit by Dubon, and now a walk to Harris Jr., and up comes Acuna, Albies. Albies coming to the plate. Albies hit in 132 games, hitting 255, 20 home runs, and 67 ribbies. The pitch is low on the fastball, 96-mile-an-hour fastball for ball one. So suddenly, Roki's gone the other way, throwing 5 straight balls. Walking Harris, and now the first pitch out of the box is a ball to Albies. 1-0 Dodgers trail. The pitch is a strike with a fastball, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So it's a 1-1 count. One and one the count. The pitch way inside by Fiducia. Nice backhand save. So it's 2-1 now. The pitch, there's swung on and missed. A big swing and a miss. You're right, Brian Smith. He had that Tommy John surgery in 2025 in June. So AJ's back out there. Two and two the count to Albies. 2 on, 2 outs. First inning, there's a foul ball. It's going to go far way back up into the stands along the left field line. So Roki's now thrown 26 pitches. Two and two the count to Albies. 2 outs, 2 on. 1-0 Braves lead. The pitcher's a ground ball hit nicely gloved by Roki with his little glove. He's going to pick it up, underhand it to Freeman in time for the out. So that'll do it for the Braves, but not before they get 1 run and they make Roki pitch 26 pitches to do it. The score, Braves 1 run, 2 hits and no errors. Dodgers no runs. Coming up right now for the Dodgers will be Edman, Tucker, and Thomas. So the Dodgers escape what could have been a big inning for the Braves, and all of that happened with 2 outs too. So the Braves started to really make some noise and get busy with 2 outs after the home run, solo home run by Matt Olson to right field to hit the foul pole. So he gets out of there cheaply enough, only allowing 1 run. You're right, Brian. He's up there with a pitch count. That's the thing you cannot have in big games like this when you need your starter to go further into the game, especially in these big games of these teams. The goof-off part of the schedule's done. Forget about the Royals and the Pirates and the Rockies. They're now going to play the Braves. They're playing the Braves in this series. Then they go to Detroit to face the Tigers. If you're wondering, what's the Tigers' record? I'll tell you. Tigers, okay, 62 wins, 70 losses, 7 games behind the White Sox in the AL Central. So the Dodgers should handle them, win 3 games there. So they got to hang tough in these games, though. They're going to have to win these games eventually, the tough ones against the better teams. Can't just rely on beating those cellar dwellers or those just under 500 teams. So Edman's in there. Pitch is way inside on the sinker for ball 1. Tommy Edman, this season in 55 games, hitting .266, 4 home runs, and 24 ribbies. The 1-0 pitch, high and outside, curveball missing, so it's 2-0 to Edman. Let's go, Edman. Swung on. There's a shot to center. It's going to drop and go all the way to the wall. Edmonds motoring around first base. He'll cruise into second base and hold it there with a stand-up double. Okay, so the Dodgers getting something going here early. They got to match them. Yesterday, when the Braves scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first, the Dodgers battled back with 2 runs of their own in the top of the second. So Dodgers trying to keep in script with what happened yesterday, but they got to come out with a win today, and they know it. Up comes Tucker. Tucker got a base hit in his first at-bat yesterday. Was robbed in left field by Yastrzemski on another at-bat, and then he went just normal par for the course, finished up 1 for 4. Tucker's up there now. The pitch is taken for a called strike 1 on the fastball. Tucker on the road again. Pitch on the way is 0-1. It's swung on and fouled back. It's now 0-2 on the splitter. Okay, welcome in, Elliot. Good to see Elliot. He's out here early and ready to go. The 0-2 pitch is outside for ball 1 on the splitter. Welcome in, Steven. There's Steve. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tucker. 1 on with a leadoff double by Edman. There's a high fly ball. Back goes a third baseman, Riley, waiting in shallow left field to make the catch. Now there's 1 out. Edman goes back to second base. And up comes Thomas, the center fielder. So Thomas has played in, this will be his 4th game playing as a Dodger. And he's gotten a hit in every single one of his games. Let's see if he can keep that going. Thomas. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Thomas joined the Dodgers on Saturday. This season with the Dodgers, he's 3 for 10, 3 RBIs with a walk. He spread out those 3 hits in each one of his games, the 3 for 10. Oh and 1 the pitch to Thomas. There's a high fly ball coming in as Harris, the second in center, to make the catch. There's now 2 outs, and Edmonds still at second base and on the verge of being wasted at second base. And up comes Teoscar. Teoscar took the night off last night. Call was in there. So this season, Teoscar in 96 games, hitting .244, 11 home runs and 44 ribbies. You're right, Strider. They did that with Ohtani a couple of games ago. They did it with Ohtani last night with a triple in the 9th inning. There's a pitch high for ball 1. Remember after the Dodgers came off of that bad road trip, actually homestand with the Brewers, and they went to Colorado, and there's a pitch on the way. It's outside for ball 2, and Roberts had a meeting with the club, and he said, I want you guys to be a lot more selective. Pitch count. And the Dodgers won in a 6-game winning streak, beating Colorado for 3 and Pirates for 3. So let's see if they return to a little bit more discipline at the plate. Looks like it early on. There's a pitch taken again by Teoscar. This is now 2-1 count. He's yet to swing at a pitch. Make AJ work. The 2-1 pitch. In the dirt for a splitter. It's now 3-1. Fiducia waiting on deck. 3-1 pitch on the way to Teoscar. Low, ball 4, he's aboard, and now we got 2 on with 2 outs. So up comes Fiducia. He had 2 hits last night. He was right in the thick of the game. Braves have a little meeting at the mound now with Dubon and AJ, Murphy, an all-star cast of infielders in there. Albies, Riley, they're all in there. Got Edman at second, Teoscar at first, Hunter Fiducia to the plate in a 1-0 Braves lead in the top of the second inning. I liked Elliot. I'm right there with you. I like Kim. I really liked him. Was sad to see that they picked him over Freeland in that short stint before Edman came back. But they did what they did, and they got through it, and they got Edman back. Edman's been a really good addition to the lineup since coming back. So 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch is taken inside for a strike. It's 0-1 count. We're in the second inning. 1-0 Braves lead. Fiducia to the plate, trying to drive home Edman at second base. He got a leadoff double. There's a shot. It's going to fall for a base hit. Let's see if Edman's going to score. He's going to round third. He's coming home to score, and they were all tied up at 1 apiece. Nice job by Hunter Fiducia the last couple of games. 1-1, Dodgers tie it. Moving over to third is Teoscar. And up comes Shohei Ohtani. Second at bat. Again, bottom of the order producing. They did it last night. They're doing it again tonight. Those 7, 8, and 9 hitters are something to be reckoned with. And that shows that goes a long way to show how good of a club is. They're not just relying on only 2 or 3 or 4 guys. They contribute at different times of the year. Once there's a pitch taken for a ball to Ohtani. He struck out in his first at-bat, but he's got a runner in scoring position. He's a totally different hitter with runners in scoring position. Teoscar away from third. The pitch, high on the fastball. We're tied up at 1 apiece on the Hunter Fiducia base hit, driving home Edman, who led off the inning with a double. 2 balls, no strikes to Shohei. There's a high fly ball. It'll be caught as Harris goes under it there in center field. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it. Dodgers are done, but not before they score 1 to tie it. As we move to the bottom of the second inning in a 1-1 tie. For the Braves, it'll be Yastrzemski, Riley, and Murphy coming up to face Roki. I remember that one sliding catch that Hassan did there, or Kim did, when they threw him out and put him in left field in an emergency situation. It was along the foul. In fact, it was very similar almost to what Call made last night. Almost similar to the same thing. Call's catch in left field along the foul line. Same thing that Kim did in left field. Dodgers really do have a really good, versatile players who can play multi-positions. That's, of course, what versatile means, of course. But what I mean, they got players that can play second base, shortstop, outfield. Really, like Kike, Edman, Kim. Well, Kim's not with them currently, but they got those players, and that's really good. Goes a long way. Rojas. Never seen Rojas in the outfield, but as far as like different infield positions. Right now, it's the bottom of the order, at least the last couple of games, carrying the Dodgers. They got them One run now to tie this game up. Let's see if Roki can turn things around in this inning and pitch settle down as he has in the past. So Yastrzemski comes in, the grandchild of Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski, checking in, also a lefty, just like his grandfather, except this Mike Yastrzemski plays left field instead of right field. The pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back, hits the backstop. This season in 113 games, hitting .228, 9 home runs and 34 ribbies. This is his 8th major league season, played a lot of years for the Giants in San Francisco. Pitch is low for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Roki's 30th pitch on the way. It's taken low. They're going to check over at third. They're going to say swing on the splitter. And Yaz doesn't like it. It's now a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes to Yastrzemski. 1-1 tie in the second inning. Roki's 1-2 pitch. Taken just a little high. They're going to look at third and say no swing. It's now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. And meanwhile, it's driving up Roki's pitch count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs in the second inning. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away again on the splitter. Roki got his first win here on May 3rd last year. 98 pitches he threw in 5 innings. 2-2 the count to Yastrzemski. Outside for ball 3. The count is now full. Come on, Roki. You don't want to walk the first guy you're facing in an inning. The 3-2 pitch. Ball. Oh, he swung and missed, and down he goes. Nice. Okay, so 1 out. It was a big swing and a miss. Kind of like he was going golfing for that one and came up empty. That brings up Riley to the plate. Riley in 131 games hitting .221, 15 home runs and 60 ribbies. 1-1 tie. Pitch. It's a line shot whacked into left field for a base hit. And he's aboard. First ball swinging Riley. 1 out, 1 on. And up comes Murphy. Murphy hitting .136 in 13 games. Pitch is taken right down the middle for a 98-mile-an-hour strike. 0-1 the count. All righty, Rico, we'll check with you later after dinner. Thanks for checking in. 0-1 the pitch. Swung on and missed on a slider. 0-2. So the pitch, there's a ground ball foul. Thank you, Brian. If you're enjoying this broadcast, hit the like button. That'll help get more people in here. That'll tell algorithms will push this game out a little bit more than the other channels and get us some action. We got some good action now going in the chat. So hit the like, support the channel if you really like it. Hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. There's a swing and a miss, and Roki strikes out Murphy for out number 2 on his 40th pitch. So he's averaging right now 20 pitches an inning. That's high pitch count, so he's got to bring that down. Now Roki has 3 strikeouts already, 2 outs. The pitch to Baldwin, top of the order. 98-mile-an-hour fastball for a ball. Baldwin struck out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit, whacked into center field. Thomas picks it up, throws it in, and now there's 2 Braves on with 2 outs. So the Braves left 2 men stranded in the first inning, got 2 men on now. Acuna to the plate. 2 outs in the second inning. Roki's already thrown 42 pitches. Pitch is high, a fastball for ball 1. Look at the AI. It has Fiducia now batting and is, I don't know why it does that. Fiducia with his catcher gear batting, and Acuna Jr. behind the plate. The pitch is taken for a strike. One ball, 1 strike to Acuna Jr. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch, there's a ground ball hit sharply down to Mookie. He'll underhand it to Edman for the force out at second. The 6-4 putouts in the books, and that'll do it for the Braves in the second inning. The score after 2 complete innings, Dodgers 1, Braves 1. And we'll be back for that 3rd inning. And in that 3rd inning, the Dodgers will send up Freeman, Betts, and Muncy. And if anybody gets on, Tommy Edman, the man that scored the 1 run for the Dodgers in the second inning to get them even. Okay, so I got 15 more subscribers to go to get to 3,300, 3,300 subscribers. 15 more. That might be a big task. Last night I got 9, so if I continue that trend of 10, I should hit it then tomorrow night. Okay, better late than never. If you're hungry, Strider, go get something to eat now and come back before this game really gets cooking, because then it's really going to be growling later on in the innings. So AJ threw 38 pitches in his first 2 innings. Freddie Freeman now coming up. Freeman's been in a bit of a slump of late as far as home runs go. Okay, the pitch to Freeman is taken for a strike. Curveball. Grounded out in his first at-bat. I agree with you. Good call, JT. You got to work on the count. They take another pitch there for. So count is now 1-1. Work on the count. Don't be too aggressive at the plate. Make AJ work. There's a big swing and a miss right down the middle on a fastball. So Freddie Freeman's pitch is taken for a strike. It's now 1-2. He played 12 seasons here in Atlanta, so he returns. 40 pitches AJ's now thrown. Pitch is a shot down the line and all the way to the wall. So Freeman will cruise into second base easily with a double. And the Dodgers got another leadoff double, just like they did with Edman to start last inning. They did drive home Edman after 2 outs, and it was kind of touch and go would they leave him there. So there you go, Strider. Strider was talking earlier, he hates about when they get a leadoff guy on with a double and they leave him there. Let's see if they can bring him home now, Freddie Freeman. We're in the 3rd inning. Mookie to the plate. Way high in the fastball. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Mookie Betts. 1-1 tie. Freeman at second base with a leadoff double. Two and 0 the count to Betts. Swung on and a high fly ball. In comes Harris, and waiting there is Albies at second base. Shallow center field. He makes the catch for out number 1. So that was not effective at bat. You got to at least move that run over to third when you get a guy with a leadoff double and set yourself up for a scoring fly ball. So that won't happen. And up comes Max Muncy to the plate. The pitch to Muncy's in the dirt, bounces, almost gets away from the catcher. Nice stop by Murphy behind the plate. Freeman back to second. 1 ball, no strikes to Muncy. 1-1 tie in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 pitch on the way. High fastball for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Muncy. We're in the 3rd inning. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-1 tie. AJ's now thrown 46 pitches. There's a high fly ball. Muncy's not happy with it. It'll go right to Harrison center. He's under it. He's waiting. He's got it. There's now 2 outs, and the Dodgers are 1 out away from wasting a leadoff double. And up comes Tommy Edman. Pitch to Edman is low for ball 1. So Edman got that double in the first inning, came around to score. And now he sees Freeman with a leadoff double, and he's on the verge of being stranded there. Let's see what Edmund can do. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Edmund. 1-1 tie in the 3rd inning. The 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike. Two and 1 the count to Edmund. There's a shot hit by Edmund, and it'll go right over and gone. Oh, my home run, Tommy Edman. Just like that, a 2-run dinger. Big gong for that guy. And just like that, Dodgers take a 3-1 lead on the Edman 2-run shot. So the Dodgers finally take the first lead in this game. They trailed all game yesterday, and now they got a 3-1 lead in this game. That ball just hit the very top of the wall to muster itself over the wall. And that's the 5th home run of the season for Edman. His 3rd home run this month. And that brings up Kyle Tucker to the plate. Takes a ball 1. Check swing. It's now 1-1 on the splitter. So AJ finds himself behind now. 3-1. The pitch is fouled away. It's now 1-2 to Tucker. Tucker 0 for 1. 1-2 the count. 3-1 Dodgers lead. The pitch swung on and fouled away. So Edman's a big star of the game. He got a leadoff double in the 2nd inning, came around and scored. And now he hits a 2-run home run to right field to give the Dodgers the lead. AJ's now thrown 55 pitches. The pitcher's a ground ball hit sharply down to the second baseman. Albies backhands it, throws over in time to Olson, and that'll do it for Tucker and the Dodgers. The score after 2.5, Dodgers 3, Braves 1. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. For the Braves, in the 3rd inning, it'll be Olson, Dubon, and Harris. And if anybody gets on, Albies. You're right, JT. Tucker out again. I was listening to, I think it was Eric Karros, and he was saying, on Players Weekend, he was saying since it's Players Weekend, Tucker should wear a gray uniform for his at-bat. Which got me thinking, he should have On the Road Again for his walk-up song when he's at home. Make him think he's at home if you want to go an extra step. Kenny Rogers, On the Road Again. So, anyways, going along with Eric Karros' way of thinking. So Dodgers got a 3-1 lead. Something they didn't have at all last night, a lead in the game. Let's see if they can hold on to it, and it's up to Roki and the bullpen. Sounds like that could have been a band in the 70s, Roki and the bullpen. Okay. Roki has thrown 46 pitches. In 2 innings of work, so he's going to need to really bring that count down. That pitch count down. if he plans to stay in this game any longer. Dodgers 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. The Braves 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. Rocky's pitch on the way is taken for a ball. Olson up at the plate. He homered his first at bat, hit that foul pole. 1 ball, no strikes, swung on and missed. A big swing, trying to go for his second home run on that swing. 1 ball, 1 strike to Olson. We're in the 3rd inning and a 3-1 Dodger lead. On the back of Tommy Edman, who hit a 2-run homer to put them in the lead. The 1-1 pitch to Olson. Swung on a high fly ball. Back goes Thomas to the warning track to make the catch. Good job, Thomas, covering the ground. So there's that 1 out. Getting that big out in Thomas. 37 home run Thomas on the year. The pitch on the way to Dubon is taken outside the forkball for ball 1. Dubon 1 for 1, singled and stole the base in his first at bat. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Edman at second. Gloves it, throws over to Freeman in time, and 2 outs. Very quick 2 outs. Now Rocky's thrown 50 pitches. So very good. He came in, so he's gotten 2 outs out of 4 pitches. This is just what he needs to do. Now comes Harris. Harris walked in his first at-bat. So make quick work of Harris, and your pitch count will go down over 3 innings. Pitch is taken for a strike on the slider. Pitch is inside on the splitter, missing for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch on the way. 1-1 pitch with a ground ball. It's going to be a nice inning. 1-2-3. Grubbed by Betts, throws over to Freeman, and that'll do it. And Roky gets out of that inning cheaply enough. Nice job of pitching. He's now averaging about 17 pitches an inning, bringing it down there with very little pitches in that inning to get the Braves. So the score after 3 complete innings from Atlanta, Dodgers 3, Braves 1. And for the Dodgers coming up now in the 4th inning, it'll be Thomas, Hernandez, and Fiducia. So Teoscar gets his second chance of hitting here in this game. That's a good way to describe it, a spicy meatball, Strider. I never would have thought of that one. Good. You've always been so good with words, and the description of that just summed it up perfectly. Meanwhile, Dodgers with a 3-1 lead, trying to add some more insurance, help out Roky before that bullpen gets in there. Vesey, if you missed it, last night pitched he pitched 1 inning, and I think he got this side out in order. Or did he get 1 man on and pitched to 4 guys? But he didn't allow any runs. That's a big positive. They only had him pitch once. So Vesia is on the mend to coming back. It looks like, at least psychological. Pitching is one of those things that's like field goal kicking, place kicking in football. Once you're psychologically defeated, I guess you could say any sport, but kind of think of that in terms of pitchers, since they only get infrequent appearances out there once every whatever games. Look what happened to Diaz. His confidence was just shot. Okay, Thomas now coming up. This series, 7, 8, and 9 hitters, 6 for 12, 4 RBIs. They're carrying the team in this series, those 7, 8, and 9 hitters. And Thomas is the 7th hitter. So he flew out in his first at-bat. Let's see what these 7, 8, and 9 hitters of the Dodgers do now. Here's a pitch. It's a high fly ball moving over to Yastrzemski in left field to make the catch for out number 1. 1 out. We're in the 4th inning, and this game's officially 1 hour old. And up comes Teoscar. 3-1 Dodgers lead. Pitch is taken for a strike on the sinker. Tonight, Teoscar walked his first plate appearance. He's hitting .244. Showed some good discipline laying off some pitches there. There's a pitch for a strike. It's now 0-2. Oh, a big swing and a miss, and down goes Teoscar. That was a strike at least. I've seen him swing at some really bad pitches way outside the strike zone. So that's an improvement. At least he's swinging at strikes, and up comes Fiducia. He's 3 for 4 in this series. Fiducia's pitch is outside for ball 1. He got an RBI in his first at-bat. Pitch is low. He drove home Tommy Edman and for the Dodgers' first run. If you're joining us a little late, Tommy Edman hit a double to lead off the inning. Fiducia drove him in. And then in Tommy Edman's next at-bat, he hit a 2-run shot, home run to right field with Freddie Freeman aboard, and that's how the Dodgers got their 3 runs. For the Braves, they got a solo shot, home run by Matt Olson. So that's where we're at right now through 4 innings in a 3-1 Dodger lead. 2 outs right now in the 4th inning. 2-1 the count to Fiducia. So the Braves jumped out to a 1-0 lead on that solo shot by Olson. Last night, Braves had 3-0 in the first inning. 3 runs in the first. Ball to Fiducia. It's now 3-1. Pitch is fouled away down the line. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to Fiducia. He's been really holding his own with the absence of Rushing and Will Smith. No word on when either one of them are coming back. There's a pitch way low for ball 4, and Fiducia's aboard again. So he's really had a good series last night and following it up again tonight, making things happen. And here comes Ohtani. Ohtani, meanwhile, hasn't done much tonight. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strikeout and a flyout. Here's his 3rd plate appearance right now. Pitch is outside the sinker for ball 1. Meanwhile, 85% of the people voted on the poll say the Dodgers will win. There's a ground ball foul by Ohtani. It's now 1-1. If you haven't voted, the poll is open in the chat. You're free to vote. Vote, vote, vote. Make your vote heard. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ohtani. Fiducia on base. 2 outs in the 4th and a 3-1 Dodger lead. There's a broken bat. It's going to base hit into right field. It's going to die there. Fiducia rounding second, heading to third. And suddenly, the runners, now Dodgers have 2 on with 2 outs. Making some noise with 2 outs. Okay. Little more insurance runs, please. And up comes Freddie Freeman, who's way due. Freeman drew the caller last night, 0 for 4, and he hasn't gotten anything in his first 2 at-bats tonight. Let's see if he can break through and drive home a run here. Actually, check that. Freddie Freeman got a double. I apologize. Freddie got that double. That's how Tommy Edman drove him home with that 2-run shot. Pitch on the way is fouled away. So Freeman got a leadoff double to start the inning. And then with 2 outs, Tommy Edman hit a home run to right field in the 3rd inning. That was the last inning. And to give the Dodgers a 3-1 lead, and that's where we're at. Two on, 2 outs, 3-1 Dodger lead. The pitch way inside. Nice save by Murphy behind the plate. If he doesn't do that, this game is 4-1. So now Freddie's tied with 578 doubles, tied with Wade Boggs on the 23rd all-time double list in baseball. There's a high fly foul out of play. It's now 1-2. Welcome in, Rich. Rich is now in the chat. One ball, 2 strikes to Freeman. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled away. 97-mile-an-hour fastball from AJ. He's now thrown 74 pitches in the 4th. We're in the 4th inning. 74 pitches for AJ. So he's on borrowed time at this rate. He's going. The pitch is low. And Ohtani takes second base. Now Freeman can drive home 2 guys with a single right here. He's got Ohtani at second. He's got a runner at third in Fiducia. And Fiducia, this all started with 2 outs. Fiducia walked and Ohtani got a broken bat base hit to right field. The 2-2 pitch to Freeman swung on and fouled away. You're right, Rich. Wade Boggs was a hitter. Whenever I think of him, I always think of 2 things. Margot Adams, and he was famously known, Wade Boggs, for eating chicken before every single baseball game he played. That was his go-to meal. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. There's a high fly ball. It'll be caught in right field for the 3rd out by Acuna, and that'll do it. The score after 3.5 innings, Dodgers 3, Braves 1. Welcome in, Rich. It's always good to have people in the chat that know their baseball, the history of it. We got a good chat crew anyways, of a lot of good guys in there, so welcome in. For the Braves, coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning, trying to get back in this game, trailing 3-1. It will be Albies, Yaz, and Riley, first 3 hitters. The Dodgers 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. The Braves 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. As we get more viewers in, good to have you all in this chat group. Give you a quick recap of how we got here at 3-1. Braves started the bottom of the first inning out with a solo home run by Matt Olson to right field. Then in the second inning, the Dodgers got a leadoff double by Tommy Edman. He was singled home by Fiducia. So the Dodgers tied it up 1-1. And then in the third inning, Freddie Freeman gets a double. And Tommy Edman hit a 2-run home run to right field to make it 3-1. And that's where we're at right now. 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Okay, Roki on the mound. His 54th pitch is taken for a strike. Albies at the plate. The 0-1 pitch is ball, splitter, so the count is now 1-1 to Albies. The 1-1 pitch swung on, and it's going to be, it's coming over as Muncy and Fiducia. It's back up and out of play. 1-2 the count to Albies. Fourth inning, 3-1 Dodgers lead. One and two, the count to Albies. Dodgers with a 3-1 lead in this game. Roki looking in on his 59th pitch. It's high, fastball. So now the count is 2-2 to Albies. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Roki's now thrown 57 pitches. Outside on another splitter for ball 3. The count is now full. Come on, Roki. You don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start the inning. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. Roki has struck out 3 and walked 2. So if he walks this guy, it'll be a 3 balls. Let's see, 3 walks and 3 strikes. The pitch is high, and he did just that. So he walked Albies to lead off the inning on his 60th pitch. Roki had a nice third inning, threw under 10 pitches to get the Braves out, and now he's heading the other way. And up comes Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 1, struck out in his first plate appearance. So Dodgers need a double play right here to... There's a pitch. They're going to throw way high and late down the steal as Albies steals second base. Nice jump Albies had. That was totally off of Roki. So now Roki's not only got to deal with a runner on base, he's got to deal with a runner in scoring position with no outs in the fourth inning in a 3-1 lead. There's a high fly ball, so this will be an out. Thomas coming quickly. Drops. No, it dropped right in front of him. He couldn't get there in time. And now we got a runner at third and first. It looked like Thomas had a beat on it as soon as it hit the bat, but that ball just died before he could get there. And now, with nobody out, Roki's got to deal with runners on first and third. And up comes Riley, the third baseman. He's 1 for 1 with a single earlier this evening. Pitch is taken for a strike on the fastball. Oh and 1 the count to Riley. The pitch swung on. There's a high fly ball. Let's see if Thomas will catch this one. He's under it. He's got a beat. It'll make the out. But tagging and scoring easily is Albies from third. And this game is now a 3-2 score in favor of the Dodgers. The Braves push 1 run in, getting 1 run closer here in the fourth. So now there's 1 out and 1 on in a 3-2 Dodger lead. And up comes the light hitting Sean Murphy, hitting 133. Struck out in his first at bat. Pitch is swung on and missed on the slider. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on. There's a high fly ball. Let's see if Thomas can get to it. He won't. It'll drop, and rounding second and going into third and sliding with a double is Murphy, and Roki's in all kinds of trouble. So a 133 hitter gets a double off of you, and you got 1 out in the fourth inning, leading 3-2, but you got 2 runners now on base in scoring position to deal with. And up comes the top of the order in Baldwin. That was the runner. And now they're going to have Mark Pryor is going to go out there, the pitching coach, with the interpreter for Roki and Fiducia, trying to come up with a plan. Roki's now thrown 66 pitches. Now they are calling to the dugout. Looks like some kind of a issue, needing something from the training staff to come out there to attend to Roki. Got the umpire up there. We got the ump, the interpreter, the pitching coach, the catcher, and Roki. Looks like it may be a blister that Roki started to develop. They came out with some kind of looked like a rosin bag, but it's like maybe something to hot pack. Roberts is now out there. I rarely ever see a pitching coach and a manager out there. Does that count as 1 visit, or do they count that as 2? I think it's just 1. Maybe injury, special rule. Kind of interesting, and that'll do it for Roki. So that's it. So Roberts came with the hook, and Roki's done. And he won't get the win. He could get the loss because those 2 guys on base are his responsibility as he leaves with 1 out. And no sign of, good question, men, what happened? It looks like he may have developed a blister and he's not able to continue as Roki. They're going to go to the bullpen. We're having a pitching change right now. In a 3-2 Dodger lead, 2 men on that belong to Roki. So Roki cannot win. He can either have the loss or have nothing to do with this game as the Dodgers lead 3-2. And they're going to come and bring in Henriquez. So Henriquez coming in now. The hard throwing Henriquez. Inherits 2 men on base in a 3-2 Dodger lead. Eduardo Henriquez, hard-throwing Venezuelan, coming into the game now to try to restore order and keep this Dodger lead as it is, 3-2. Braves already got 1 run in this inning, looking to get more as Roki leaves the game. Yes, because it's an injury replacement, Henriquez will get a little bit more warm-up pitches than usual. So that's why this break is a little bit longer than usual. Baldwin waiting to come to the plate. So they'll call it a blister issue is why Roki left the game. So Henriquez comes in with a 4-1 record, a 2.91 ERA. And he's got his work cut out for him right now. He's got to throw some smoke and make quick work of the Braves and don't allow any more runs. Baldwin will be up there, the top of the order. He is 1 for 3 tonight. 1 for 2. Pitch. Swung on and fouled away. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 1 for 2 is Baldwin with a single earlier on in this game. The DH. The 0-1 pitch. Low and in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. You're right, JT. The flamethrower's in there, but he hasn't thrown one. He's just thrown a 96 and a 100. Let's see what he does on this one. There's a pitch. It's a 94-mile-an-hour cutter. And the count is now 1-2 as he fouled it away. 2 on. Both runners in scoring position on second and third. 1-2 the count to Baldwin in a 3-2 Dodger lead in the 4th inning with 1 out. The pitch swung on and fouled away. Count remains 1-2 on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. The 1-2 count, it pitches outside. 99-mile-an-hour fastball for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Baldwin. 1 out, 2 on. 4th inning, 3-2 Dodger lead. What you gonna do, Henriquez? Way high on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. It's ball 3 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. JT says he's steering the ball. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. So Henriquez has come in, pitched to Baldwin. He's thrown 7 pitches. And the count is full. His fastest pitch is a fastball through 100 miles an hour 3 times. He hasn't gotten one up to 103 yet. There's a shot hit to left field. Hernandez moving along and can't get it. It'll bounce behind him. Fair ball. And in comes 1 run. They're tied at 3 apiece. And did both runs score? Both runs should have scored. They're showing, let's see, 4-3. Yes, both runners did score. Okay, so both runners from 2nd and 3rd scored easily. Now Roque, as that ball just, Teoscar just overran that ball by inches. It tipped off of his glove, and that's what happened there. So that should have been an out. Woulda, coulda, shoulda been an out right there. Instead, it's 4-3 Braves lead with 1 out and 1 on in second base. Baldwin, there's a pitch to Kuniak with a big swing and a miss. Bullpen game looks like it is money, and not in a good way, as that was a pitch that a hit that should have been caught. It goes for a double. Let me see how they. No, they're not counting that an error. Teoscar will be the first one to tell you he knows he should have caught it. It trickled off of his glove as he overran it in left field, deep in left field. But it's very catchable ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Acuna. Pitch is low for ball 2. So Henriquez now has a man that's his responsibility at second base as far as in the books goes, earned runs or not. Those 2 other runs that scored were Roque's. They go on Roque's ERA. Pitches ball, so now the count is 2-2. Braves challenge. It'll be a strike. Braves will lose the challenge. Now they're down to 1 challenge. Count remains 2-2 to Acuna Jr. Baldwin at second. 1 out. 4-3 Braves lead. They've gotten 3 runs in this inning. Swung on and missed, and down he goes on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. So there's now 2 outs. And up comes Matt Olson. Two outs. First pitch to Olson, swung on and fouled away. Olson got things started with a solo home run in the first inning. Gave the Braves a 1-0 lead. And the Braves now have a 1-run lead, 4-3. We're in the 4th inning. And as Moneyman says, it looks like a bullpen game from here on out. Swung on. There's a line shot coming on. Oh, what a nice diving catch sliding catch by Tucker in right field to get the Dodgers out. So as Teoscar cost the Dodgers a couple of runs in left field with his shoddy fielding, Tucker saves a run with his fine running sliding catch in right field. The score after 4 complete innings in Atlanta, Braves 4, Dodgers 3. I'll be back after this short timeout. Okay, we move to the top of the 5th inning. The Dodgers got their work cut out for them. They only trail by 1 run, but it seems like for some strange reason, they're down by more than that. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Braves, 3 runs, 5 hits for the Dodgers. And AJ's out there for his 5th inning of work. Pitches way high and inside to Mookie. AJ's now thrown 78 pitches. Mookie's 0 for 1 with a walk. He also walked in his 2 previous plate appearances. And the 1-0 pitch to Mookie is taken for a strike. And the fastball. Muncy waiting on deck. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball. Waiting under it is Harris in center field. He's there. He's got it for out number 1. So 1 out in the Dodgers' 5th inning. So it's official. Roki leaves with a blister on his middle finger. Kind of appropriate there. A middle finger blister. "80 pitches thrown by AJ. Muncy at the plate. He's 0 for 2 this evening. We're in the 5th inning with 1 out. Pitch is way inside for ball 1. And they've got movement in the bullpen for the Braves. Dylan Dodd, he pitched last night, is now starting to get up and throw for the Braves. Pitch is swung on and big swing and a miss by Muncy. It's 1-1 count. Tommy Edman waiting on deck. Swung on and missed again by Muncy. Count is now 1-2. Dodgers look like they're going to go quietly in this inning. Eric Lauer now starts to throw in the bullpen. And that's the luxury of having a deep starting pitching rotation. Now that Glasnow's in, you could put Lauer out there. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to the shortstop. Dubon throws over to Olsen in time for the out. 6-3 putouts on in the books, and it's now 2 outs. Eric Lauer starting to throw, and Tommy Edman coming up. So Edman has carried the Dodgers tonight. He's 2 for 2 with a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. So thank goodness they brought Tommy Edman to this game. Otherwise, it'd be 4-0. Pitch to Edman is taken for... Now there's going to be a challenge. Looks like the Braves are challenging or the Dodgers challenge. Who's the challenge? Braves are challenging. The Braves will lose the challenge, and now the Braves are out of challenges for the rest of the game. That'll do it. They're done. Okay. 0-1. No, pitch is swung on and fouled away. Check that. That was a good call for the Braves. My bad. So the Braves challenged and won, so they still got their one challenge. Meanwhile, the count's 0-2 to Edman. Now 1-2. You're right, Money Man. A whole lot of game left. Smith, Shawver's thrown 87 pitches, so he doesn't figure to be round long. Here's a pitch taken for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four, 3, Dodgers trailed to the Braves. We're in the 5th inning. Pitch is high. Nice way to work the count, Tommy. AJ's now thrown 89 pitches, so this pitch, next one will be his 90th. So that'll pretty much stick a fork in him for this game. The pitch is taken for a called strike 3. Got him on the splitter, and down goes Edman. The score after 4.5 from Atlanta, Braves 4, Dodgers 3. Dodgers are going to challenge and will lose the challenge. And now the Dodgers are down to 1 challenge the rest of the game. No more patch. You're right, Money Man. Went to the eye doctor today. They took the patch off, ran some tests. I got to go back on Friday for more exams, follow up on Friday, gave me some different type of eye drops. And that's where I'm at with that. Doctor said no need to patch. He kind of patched it to see if that would help speed up the process of healing. So on to other things now on trying to fix it. Thank you for checking in and asking. In a 4-3 game. If you're new to the channel and there's a subscribe, thank you. So we got one more subscribe there. If you're liking the broadcast, hit thumbs up, get more people in here. That'll push the algorithms out. And also subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the play-by-play. There we go. I'm at 3,290. You can see that number just above my head. It'd be nice to end this game with at least 3,300. Let's see if I can do it. I see 117 people in the viewing this game. It's free to subscribe. So 10 more. There's got to be 10 people in that 117 there that have not subscribed to the game. Okay, enough of the commercials. Back to live action. A 2025 World Series Ohtani ring can be yours on September the 2nd if you attend the Cardinals game against the Dodgers. First 40,000 fans get that ring. September 2nd, an Ohtani World Series ring. So the bottom of the 5th, we move. We're halfway through this game, And that'll do it for AJ. He threw 90 pitches, 5 innings, 5 hits he gave up, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So he's calling it a game. And now Eric Lauer comes in. His record is 8-6 with an ERA of 4.79. Some of these numbers are with Toronto, but he's really been pitching well as a Dodger. So that's why you see 8-6, huh? He's pitched a lot better than that, and yes, he has as a Dodger. Okay, so Dubon now will be the first guy he faces. Hey, just as I said, I got one more subscriber. Thank you very much, whomever you are. Thank you. And now at 32.91. Okay, Lauer on the mound. The 1-0 pitch is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dubon. Start of the bottom of the 5th inning. Dubon is 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. 4-3 Braves lead. Pitch is low for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is low. So it's a 3-1 count now to Dubon. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on line, shot right off of Muncy's glove. He picks it up on the carom, and he's not going to throw it over. He thought about it. He saw Dubon moving too fast, and Muncy not happy with himself at all on that one. He knows he should have fielded that cleanly. Let's take a look at that again. Oh, it hit off the base. Okay, I see it. So they hit the base and popped up. So that's why it took a wild ricochet that it did. Initially thought it hit off his glove and took a high. No, but so by the time the ball came down after hitting the glove on the carom, it was too late to throw it first. Harris now squares to bunt, picking it up barehanded, throwing quickly to first, and got him at first base is Muncy. So Muncy throws out Harris hustling down the line on a bunt. Meanwhile, he moves over Dubon to second base. So Braves have yet another guy in scoring position, but there's 1 out. Nice play by Muncy at third base to hustle and pick up that ball barehanded and to fire it over to Freeman at first base for the out. 5-3 put out. And now with 1 out, 1 on, up comes Albies, who's 0 for 1 with a walk, scored a run, and stole a base. The pitch to Albies is high for ball 1 on the cutter. Welcome in, Rick. Let's go Dodgers. Rick's now in the chat. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch gets the black part for the fastball. Good strike 1. It's now 1-1. It's okay, Money Man. I'll eventually get there, but thank you for the support. Okay, the 1-1 pitch. There's a shot hit to Teoscar. He'll make the catch in left field. A nice line drive running catch. There's now 2 outs. So 2 outs, 1 on. So Moneyman saying it loud, there's got to be at least 9 more people watching that enjoy your content and hasn't subbed. So coming out with the to the mound is Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, to have a few words with Lauer on the way to pitch to Thomas. Let's see. A meeting at the mound. Fiducia, Pryor, and Lauer discussing how they're going to do this. Okay. Pryor said his piece. He's heading back to the dugout. 2 outs, 1 on, 4-3 Braves lead. Each team is down to their last challenge. Thomas to the plate. Dubon away from second base. The pitch. Swung on, popped foul out of play. 0-1 the count. And 1 the count to Thomas. The pitch taken for a strike, a fastball. It's now 0-2. So Lauer's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. He's thrown 10 pitches in this inning. And the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, just close for a ball. The cutter just missing. It's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Mookie. He'll pick it up, throw a crossover to Freddie Freeman in time for the out. The 6-3 putouts in the books. The Dodgers are out of their little jam in the 5th inning. The score, Braves 4, Dodgers 3. And with that, I'm going to take a short timeout. Be right back. Okay, we move to the top of the 6th inning in a 4-3 Braves lead in this game. And now that AJ's done, who do they have out there? Oh, Dodd. So Dodd will be facing Tucker coming to the plate. So Tucker, who's known for performing better on the road, is 0 for 2 thus far in this game, but he did make one nice sliding catch in right field. Dylan Dodd, 39 games, he's 4-1 record with a 2.20 ERA in 41 innings worked, 43 strikeouts, now facing Kyle Tucker. Tucker popped out and grounded out in his first 2 at-bats. The pitch swung on and fouled away. Welcome in, Jorge. Jorge's now in the chat. 0-1 the count to Tucker. The pitch swung on and a high fly ball. Back goes Acuna Jr. to make the catch in right field for out number 1. So 1 out in the 6th. It looked a lot more promising as that ball left the bat, and then it just, again, kind of hung and died out there in left field, or in right field. And up comes Thomas. Thomas swings a first pitch, not good. It'll go a fly ball out to left field at Yastrzemski. And just like that, in a hurry with 3 pitches, Dodd has 2 outs. You're right, Money Man. He came right out and said it. That was Caston, I believe, that said that. The Dodgers are not for sale. We're in the 6th inning. 2 outs for the Dodgers, and up comes Teoscar. Let's see if he can make amends for giving up those 2 runs by misplaying that ball in left field. First pitch is a sinker, taken for ball 1. If you joined us a little late, Dodgers were leading 3-1 in the game. They hit a fly ball to deep left field along the foul line in fair territory. Teoscar misplayed. Here's a base hit whacked into center field. Okay, so Teoscar's aboard with 2 outs. Teoscar overran the ball in left field. It trickled off of his glove as he overran it. It hit the wall. 2 runs scored. And that's how the Braves have their 4-3 lead at this point. Hunter Fiducia now coming up. It was 1 for 1, a single and a walk. 2 outs, 6th inning. The pitcher's swung and fouled away. We got Hayes now in the chat. Welcome in, Hayes. The pitch swung on and fouled away. Thank you, Hayes. Appreciate the comments. So, Dodgers offense tonight, 4 for 9. Home runs, 3 RBIs, and 3 walks. 0-2 the count to Fiducia. The pitch is low for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitches high fly ball hit by Fiducia. Moving under it is Harrison center. He's there. He's got it, and that'll do it. So that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 6th inning. Up for the Braves comes Riley, Murphy, and Baldwin, top of the order. In the bottom of the 6th, the score after 5.5 innings. Dodgers trail the Braves 4-3. Thanks for the reminder, Hayes. Football season starts, college ball, this weekend, week 0. I'll be covering, doing some, we'll see what I could work around the Dodgers' schedule. And the college ball week 1 officially starts the week after that. And then the NFL gets started. So a whole lot of football to be played. That's the new thing I'll be doing, looking forward to. Football's coming. Hope you come back, Hayes, for the football season. I'll be covering the Rams, Chargers, Notre Dame football, and others along the way that can fit into the schedule. Let's see. So Lauer. Lauer had a fairly good. He had a good inning of work. He pitched. He only threw 14 pitches. Didn't allow any runs on his. Had to have a meeting at the mound, but they got it situated. I think this might be his first time facing the Braves. So maybe they're going over things on how to pitch certain guys in the lineup that he hasn't seen around. So Roki tonight pitched 1 3/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Left the game with a blister on his middle finger. No word when how that'll come out. But they have a nice luxury of pitching of wealth, and here's one of them on the mound, Eric Lauer. So if Roki has to miss a start, Lauer will be right there in step, having pitched today, to pick up that duty. Pitches high for ball 1 to Riley. Riley's 1 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice fly. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. A big swing on the cutter. Money Man, the Rams and Cowboys do play this season, so that should be a good game. Pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss on the changeup. It's 1-2. So for tomorrow night, it'll be Yamamoto and Sale. Those are the probable pitchers. Let's see if that holds to form. Big swing and a miss. It's been a playoff atmosphere in the first 2 games here. High and tight and close to the end. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riley. We're in the 6th inning in a 4-3 Braves lead. The 1-2 pitch, just a little outside on the changeup. It's now 2-2. There's a high fly ball. In comes Thomas. There's Hernandez. It'll be Thomas for the out. So 1 out in the 6th. Warming up in the bullpen for the Braves is Dylan Lee. So that might be it for Dodd. He'll be a one and done, Dodd. And they're looking to Lee in the 7th inning, and up comes Sean Murphy. He is 1 for 2. He hit a double and scored a run. So just when you thought they would get out of that inning, Murphy burned him with a double and came around to score. There's a high fly ball moving out as Thomas back to the warning track, to the wall, leaps up, and it's gone. So Murphy, hitting 133 coming into this game, has delivered a double and now a solo home run. Can you believe that? That ball went 397 feet on Lauer's 19th pitch. The score is now 5-3 in favor of the Braves. And just as the Dodgers were having production from the bottom of the order last night, the Braves are getting it tonight. As Thomas gave that a good old try, running, leaping up to the wall, and it was just beyond his reach. And the score is now 5-3 Braves. The first pitch on the way to Baldwin, the top of the order, is taken for ball 1. Baldwin is 2 for 3 with a single and a double, 2 RBIs. And one word by Moneyman sums it up perfectly: bummer. Pitches a ball 2 to Baldwin. There used to be a guy, Moneyman, years ago, played for the attended Mets games, and he was famous for holding up signs. And there was just like 1 or 2 words on the signs that summed up just about everything in the game. There's a pitch that's taken for a strike. JT may remember the guy in the stands. way back. That was like in the 70s. The 2-1 pitch to Baldwin is outside on the cutter. It's now 3-1. Moneyman, I like UCLA too. I'm anxious to see their coach, how he, the new coach, is going to do this year. 3-2, the count to Baldwin. Pitch is way high and inside, and ball 4, and Lauer gives up a walk on his 25th pitch. So 1 on, 1 out. In a 5-3 Braves lead. And up comes Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 0 for 3, has struck out in the 4th inning. The pitch, just a little inside for ball 1. So if you were a young child money man in the 70s, you had a lot of good Cowboy teams to cheer for with Staubach at quarterback. There's a big swing and a miss by Acuna. It's 1-1 count. Those Cowboys of the 70s broke my heart as a Ram fan, beating them in the playoffs more than a few times. So Lauer's now thrown 27 pitches, the 1-1 count. 1 on, 1 out. 6th inning is taken low and outside on the changeup. It's now 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Same with me there, money man. Same with me. In the 60s. The 2-1 pitch on the way is throw over to first base. One on, 1 out for the Braves. Acuna Jr. to the plate. Pitch is swung on, and it'll be fouled away. Baldwin's at first base in a 2-2 count to Acuna. Yes, you're right. Number 11, Danny White, he also punted. He started punting, worked his way in as the backup to Staubach afterwards. Good call. The running backs were Kelvin Hill and Tony Dorsett. Emmitt Smith was much later. He was in the 80s, mid-80s. Or was that the 90s? Yeah, early 90s. But Tony Dorsett was that running back for Staubach. Drew Pearson, the receivers, Tony Hill, Golden Richards. 3-2 the count. The pitch swung on and fouled back. Three and two, the count to Acuna. 5-3 Braves lead. 1 out, 1 on. We're in the 6th inning. The pitch swung on and missed. Nice job by Lauer. So 2 outs now in the 6th. So Lauer gave up a solo home run to Murphy in this inning. So he's trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage as possible. The pitch is high for ball one on the cutter. 2 outs in the 6. Olson to the plate. Olson started things off with a solo home run, hit the right field pole in the first inning, gave the Braves a 1-0 lead. There's a swing and a miss. His last at-bat, he hit a line drive that Tucker in right field came up, made a nice sliding catch. So Olson's had a big game up there. Second in the National League in home runs with 37. Hit his 37th in the first inning. 1-1 count. Pitch is way high and inside, backing up Olson on the slider. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. You're right, the Rams did have a good offensive line or defensive line. Yep, they did. They really did. The pitch is way outside. Yeah, that's it. They won 6 straight NFC West division titles through behind Chuck Knox. So they were rolling, but those Cowboys seemed to somehow stop them in the playoffs. There's a pitch taken for ball 4. So Lauer loses Olson. Now there's 2 men on. 2 on, 2 outs in the 6th inning. 5-3 Braves lead, and up comes Dubon. Fiducia is now going to go to the mound and have a couple of words with Lauer and now return back to the plate. Dubon is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a stolen base. So the Dodgers are only 2 runs down, but like I said earlier, it just seems like they're a lot more than that. Besides that field, but they can get back in it. They got 1 more out here to get. 2 outs in the 6th. Come on, Lauer, get them out now. Pitch is strike 1. 5-3 Braves lead. 0-1 the count to Dubon. Welcome in, Fair. Fair is in Singapore, for those of you who may not know. It's 9:21 in the morning for Fair right now, so hopefully you don't have another 10 o'clock meeting. You can hang with us for the remainder of this game. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch is outside for ball 1. I'll bring you up to date shortly, Fair. Hang in there. As soon as this half inning is over, I'll tell you what's going down that you missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is outside on the changeup. It's now 2-2. That's a valid point, Stephen. They seem to struggle in late innings when they're behind. Valid point indeed. Pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. I've done that Fair more than a few times, watching the game in the office in my time. 2-2 the count to Dubon. Dodgers trying to get out of this inning and not allow any more runs. They've already allowed a solo home run by Murphy. There's a foul back and out of play. Lauer's now thrown 43 pitches. Roque left after 3 1/3 innings with a blister in his middle finger. Henriquez came on and pitched in his place with 2 men on and gave up 2 runs that were charged towards Roque. Pitch is low for ball 3. That led to a 4-3 lead for the Braves. 3-2 the count. So runners will be definitely in motion now. 2 outs, 3-2 count to Dubon. So Lauer's got to make this pitch count right here. Strike him out. He's thrown 44 pitches. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away again on the cutter. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away again. So Lauer's 10th pitch to Dubon coming right now. Swung on and fouled away again. So Dubon's really working up the pitch count of Lauer. Not that it's that important, more, but he in the 6th inning. .47 pitches Lauer's thrown. Pitch is fouled away again. So he'll get a 12th pitch out of Lauer. 2 outs, 2 on, 6th inning. Braves lead 5-3. And Dubon's hanging tough, making Lauer throw. Lauer's going to develop a blister just throwing to Dubon alone. Pitch is swung on and a fouled. Let's see. Moving over is Freeman. Coming out foul territory. Can't get it. So Dubon will get a 13th pitch coming his way. The count remains 3-2. You're right, Fair. I was saying earlier, the Dodgers are 2-12 of late when they've played top opponents. 2-12. The last 14 games when they played a team with a winning record. Here's a pitch fouled away again. It's now the count remains 3-2 on 14 pitches that Dubon's gotten out of Lauer. Or 13 pitches. This will be a 14th pitch coming up. He's had 9 foul balls. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball. This will make it out. In comes Tucker to make the catch in right field and mercifully put that bat to bed. And that'll do it. The score after 6 complete innings. Braves 5, Dodgers 3. I'll be back after this short timeout.
It's time for never lost drummer to take a quick break now. Never lost drummer, but we'll be right back. Taking you play-by-play action, so please hang in there a while. Never lost drummer, and then I will break now. Give you the best in play-by-play when.
So we move into the 7th inning. Dodgers trailing 5-3. Dylan Lee's now on the mound for the Braves. And Ohtani at the plate. First ball swinging. Pitches hit down the line and in the corner in right field. Ohtani racing around first. He's going to stop at first. Now he hesitates and moves over to second. Wow. So that was interesting. Acuna Jr. was kind of stumped as Ohtani stopped, and he looked. Ohtani said, okay, you're not going to throw the ball. I'm going to go on you. And he did just that. Nice play by Ohtani, moving to second after hesitation by the right fielder Acuna to throw the ball in. So Ohtani stumbled going around second base, and Acuna kind of gestured like, should I throw to first to get him? There's a first ball swinging. It's going to drop by Freddie Freeman, and suddenly the Dodgers are in business. And Ohtani moves to third base. So now the Dodgers have taken 2 pitches from Lee, and one's gone for a single in right field. The other's gone for a single in left field. And the Dodgers are in business with runners in scoring position, a runner in scoring position. And no outs in the 7th. In a 5-3 game, the Dodgers trail. So, fair. How about that? Ellis is in the chat. Welcome in, Ellis. Good to see you. Hope you subscribe to the channel and continue to hang around. A lot of good guys in the chat there, chatting up baseball. Mookie Betts now to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch is high for ball 1. So the Dodgers were struggling to get runs, with the exception of Edman, who had hit a 2-run home run, and Fiducia. Now the 1-2-3 hitters, or 1-2 hitters, have woken up in this inning. Let's see if the third hitter can wake up here in Mookie Betts. Pitch is fouled away. So Mookie trying to keep the trend going from the top of the order. Pitch is high on the slider for ball 2. Nice way to be selective. Waiting on deck is Max Muncy. So don't go away yet. Don't give up and pack up yet. This game's far from over as long as Lee's in the game pitching to him. Here's a 2-1 pitch. There's a shot. This one's going to be a base hit, and it may go to the... No, it's not going to go to the wall, but in comes Ohtani easily, making it 5-4. They throw over to first base. He's safe as Mookie going back to first. Meanwhile, motoring over to third base is Freddie Freeman. So just like that, the Dodgers get production from their 1, 2, 3 hitters in the lineup. And they get 1 run out of it. Again, no outs. Muncy to the plate. And up comes... Yeah, Muncy's coming to the plate now with runners at first and third. Mookie almost got thrown out at first base, running back to first. Actually, he was way ahead of the tag upon further review looking at it. So the Dodgers have come alive right now. Once Alice got in the chat room, it all started happening. Dodgers getting production out of their 1, 2, 3 hitters, and throwing hard now in the bullpen for the Braves is Fuentes. Hard throwing right-hander, trying to stop the bleeding here that Lee's caused. Lee's thrown 6 pitches, and he's allowed 1 run and 3 hits. And now a guy coming to the plate in Muncy is hungry. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Pitch is low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Muncy. Now, let's see, they're going to be Braves are. Okay, so 1 ball, no strikes to Muncy, no outs. We're in the 7th inning and a 5-4 Braves lead, but the Dodgers just got 1 run in, and they're trying to get more here. Pitch is taken for a strike. We'll take a scoring fly ball right now. Keep away from that double play and tie this game up at 5 apiece. Let's see if Muncy can do something. They throw over to first base. Diving back is Mookie. Pitch is way high. Chin music to Muncy. So once Ellis got in there asking what people are smoking, thinking the Dodgers are all the good news about the team responds. So Ellis gave him a little wake-up call. Thank you very much in the chat. Ellis is firing off shots deep. There's a pitch way inside, almost hit Muncy. Count is now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, and Lee is 1 ball away from walking the bases loaded. So the old adage, take one for the team, but not when you're Max Muncy. You're a high-profile, big-time hitter. You don't need to do that. Maybe if you're hitting 120. Here's a pitch for ball 4. He's aboard, and the walk and the bases are now loaded. So just like that, bases are loaded, no outs. Lee is caused all kinds of problems, and the man coming to the plate is Tommy Edman, who's 2 for 3 tonight. He had a home run, a double. And they're coming with a hook to get Lee. They've seen enough. So still nobody out. The top of the order has produced in this inning, in this game, making it 5-4. Hey, welcome in from Bangkok, Thailand. Our first viewer, Johnny Walker. Welcome in from BKK. I've been there. Been to Thailand, enjoyed the beautiful people of Thailand and the atmosphere. So good to have you watching from Bangkok. So it's a good game, getting good things happening here, and it all started with Shohei Ohtani getting a single, and then he took the extra base on Acuna's uncertainty on what to do. He's at second. Freddie Freeman gets aboard, moving Ohtani to third. There's a man at first and third, and then Mookie Betts gets a base hit driving home Ohtani. Freeman moves to third. Mookie at first base, and then Max Muncy walked, and now the bases are loaded, and up comes Tommy Edman, and a pitching change is happening now, and there's still no outs in the 7th in a 5-4 Braves lead. So in Bangkok, Thailand, it is 8:39 in the morning. He just finished his breakfast, Johnny Walker did. And he's tuning in to Dodger Baseball. 8:39 on a Thursday morning. Okay, Diddy Fuentes now in the mound. Bases loaded. The pitch on the way to Edman is taken for called strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. The pitch, Edman is low for ball 1 on the curveball. The 1-1 pitch is outside for ball one. Two balls and one strike. Pitch is high for ball three. And Fuentes is one ball away from tying up this game. One ball away from tying up this game. Fuentes. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike. A fastball. That's now 3-2. So even if Edman were to hit into a 4-6-3 double play, this game would be tied. Let's see. I know we're not cheering for a double play, but I'm trying to figure out the worst case scenario. Ball four, there you go. This game is tied. And Freddie Freeman walks home. 5-5 tie, and up comes Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker can park one in the seats here and be a hero of all time, pushing the Dodgers to a 9-5 lead. Let's see. What you gonna do, Tucker at the plate? You made a nice sliding catch in the outfield to save runs. Let's see if you can drive home some runs right now. 7th inning, bases loaded, 5-5 tie. The pitch is taken low for a strike. Actually, for a strike. Right there at the knees. Tucker is 0 for 3, popped out, grounded out, and flied out. 0-1 the count. The pitch swung on and fouled away. Suddenly it's 0-2 on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. In all the excitement, I didn't even get a chance to... Okay, check where Fuentes is from. He's from Colombia. Pitch is fouled away. 0-2 the count to Tucker remains. Let's see, Tucker with bases loaded, 5 grand slams. He's hitting .407 with the bases loaded. This season, .333. Come on, Tucker, the odds are in your favor. Pitch is swung on, poked to left field. He'll catch it when shallow, and Mookie's not going to challenge. The throw would have been way offline. Mookie would have scored easily, but that's upon hindsight. So now there's one out, 20/20 hindsight, so not going for it. Okay, Mookie. Understand. You don't want to run yourself out. You still got another chance to get a scoring fly ball out of Thomas. Especially, I'm okay. I understand he didn't want to risk it. I get it. Especially when you got another guy at the plate who can do the same thing with a little deeper fly ball. It was a shallow ball. So there's a ground ball hit sharply. 4-6-3. Down a double play, and down go the Dodgers. But not before they score 2 runs, tie the game at 5 apiece. So that was nicely played by the Braves allies to Dubon to Olsen. 4-6-3 double play to end the inning. But the Dodgers tied it up. It looked like they were dead, left for nothing. And where's Alice? Alice came in blowing some rocket missiles. And when did she lay off the shots here? And then she left. Alice has left the room. That was at, let's see, 31 exactly 17 minutes ago. Alice lit a fire under the Dodgers' butts. He says everyone keeps going on and on about all the good news for the team. What are they smoking? We only seem to beat teams like the Rockies and Pirates, but not the Brewers or the Braves. Ugh! And Ellis left the room, hasn't been heard from since. Meanwhile, Dodgers have gone on to score 2 runs, tied the game at 5 apiece. So, actually, I'd take it back. Ellis did chime in and said 100%, and still hasn't been seen. I'm sure she'll be back. Thank you, Ellis. Oh, no, Ellis did come in. She said, come on, Blue. We need to win. Brewers won. So, okay, so Ellis is in there. My apologies to Ellis. She's hanging tough in the chat. And she got her say. Okay, good. So, it's all happening in the chat. 79% of the people have voted in, say the Dodgers will win. It's tied up at 5 apiece. You're right, Fair. Dodgers coulda, woulda, shoulda gotten more runs out of that. especially with the bases loaded in the situation that we're at. But they got Lauer. He's highly capable pitcher. We're in the 7th inning of holding down the fort while the Dodgers can get back up on the winning track. They don't need to dip in, is what I'm saying to those other guys. Keep Lauer out there. This has now become his game. At least that's what I'm hoping Doc does. Let's see. And nope, just as I said it, in comes Evan Phillips. Evan Phillips has appeared in 20 games with a 1.2 record, 4.60 ERA. I would have left Lauer in, but that's okay. He gave up a home run. I see it. I get it. Pitched a lot in that 1 inning. Maybe he doesn't have it tonight. I get it. And now Phillips is in there facing Harris. Pitch is taken for a called strike 1. So here's some big money put on the line. $500 by Jesus. Bet $500 when the Dodgers were done. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. There's Ellis. She's back. Thank you, Ellis, for coming back. Hope you subscribe to the channel. We need the good fire you bring to the chat. Okay, 0-2 the count now to Harris. The pitch. Swung on. There's a high fly ball. Moving back is Teoscar to the warning track, to the wall. Make the catch. Nice catch at the wall. Going away. Teoscar redeems himself for that disaster earlier in the game. Good catch. Okay, so 1 out in the 7th inning. Okay, and Evan Phillips gives him a nice round of applause after that. Up comes Albies. Pitch is outside, fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the way to Albies. There's a line shot, base hit into right field. Well, now with 1 out, Phillips has to deal with Albies at first, who's a rabbit on the bases. He can steal bases by the handful, and he's looking to go after another one. He stole one earlier, looking for more. Lane Thomas to the plate. He's 0 for 1, grounded out. So Thomas grounded out his first at bat. He's in there for Yaz, left field. He pinch hit for Yaz in the 5th inning. Pitch is outside in the sweeper if it's now 1-1 count. There's a ground ball down to Edman. Nice. Throws over to Mookie for 1. Mookie to Freeman too late. So it'll be a 4-3 force out, fielder's choice. So there's now 2 outs in the 7th. So the Braves now have 1 on, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And Riley comes to the plate. Pitches strike on the fastball. Seventh inning, 1 on, 2 outs, and a 5-5 tie. Phillips throws over to first base. So the good thing is they got rid of Albies, that rabbit on the base path, at least on the force out, so they don't have to worry about him on the bases. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Oh, and 2 the count to Riley. Pitch is low and for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thank you, MC, in the chat. Appreciate the play-by-play. Thank you so much. A pitch on the ways. There's a steal. He's in there. Fiducia, by the time he threw that ball, so now there's a runner in scoring position. Riley at the plate with a 2-2 count. So Thomas got a good jump. And now the last 3 games, the Braves have stolen 7 bases. Pitches inside for ball 3. And Murphy's on deck. Murphy's been on a hot streak. He came in here hitting 133, and all he's done in this game is hit a double and a solo home run. Now he's suddenly become a hitter that you need to handle with care. A big swing and a miss. He strikes him out to end this inning. Nice pitch by Phillips there to get the 3rd out of the inning. The score after 7 complete, Dodgers 5, Braves 5. We move to the 8th inning. So welcome in from Louisiana, MC. Good to have you. Thank you, Fair. Good to have you as well. I'm on the way. We're trying to work there. Let's see. I've got 5 more. I need 5 more subscribers out there. We got 197 people. It's free to subscribe. Normally I don't do this, but I'm happy now because it's 5-5 tie. I was just about hitting the depression level with a 5-3 deficit. Dodgers trailing. Now it's 5-5 tie. I'm feeling it. We got 202 people. I just need 5 more subscribers to hit 300, 3,300, or 3,300. 5 more. Do we have 5 more? I'm not a carnival barker. I've seen some of these guys that go hard on it. I just like, I couldn't do that. I even try to have fun and mimic them. But I've seen one guy that said, come on, you got to give it. You got to give me 5 more subscribers before we come back from this break, or I'm not giving you the extra. It's like, oh, gosh. Okay. Anyways, back to live action. Welcome in, Seth. Good to have you in the chat. Dodgers will now send up Teoscar. Teoscar badly misplayed a ball. I know I keep going over it and over it, but now he's made up for it. He made a fine running catch in the outfield. He got a base hit in his last at-bat, and now he's coming to the plate again. So I always like to look at players whenever they maybe misplay a ball, make an error, or do something, picked off a base. See how they respond after that happens. And Teoscar is one of them that he's working on bouncing that back. He gave up 2 runs, but I think is going to be a big – Dodgers are going to need him in the next few innings here. There's a lot of action going on in this game. 5 runs, 10 hits for the Braves. 5 runs and 9 hits for the Dodgers. Teoscar to the plate. Pitch is taken for a strike. We're in the 8th inning, the start of the 8th. Teoscar 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. I think he's got another hit coming in him. Pitch is taken for ball 1. He's been very selective at the plate this whole game. He took last night off. Got a day off. He's got 2 days off. He was off Monday and off last night. Pitch on the way, fouled away. Teoscar with a swing. It's now 1-2. 5-5 tie in the 8th inning. Hey, look at that. Thank you. I got 3 more people that subscribed. Too short. Thank you so much. Bang, big bongo bang for you guys. There's a ground ball hit by Teoscar. He's running quickly. Throw it. No, he's not going to throw. Teoscar's aboard with a leg single. So just like that, Teoscar gets 2 hits, climbing his way back to good graces of the Dodgers fans, and with his last 2 plate appearances and that nice fine running catch he made out there. So all Teoscar's got to do is come around the bases now and score and make this a 6-5 game, and all will be forgotten and forgiven. 8th inning, 1 on, no outs. Up comes Fiducia. Fiducia has been 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and an RBI in this game. He's been working it around. So let's see what the Dodgers are going to do. Fiducia scores off the bunt and misses it. Actually pulls the bat back. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Fiducia. Stay away from that double play that killed him in the last inning. So I see why Roberts is calling for the bunt. Here's another bunt try. Oh, the bunt is down nicely, and he tries to throw over to second. No, he throws to first, so the bunt worked, and this man, Teoscar, is in scoring position at second base. So Fiducia gets 5s all around in the Dodger dugout, and up comes Shohei Ohtani with runners in scoring position. Okay, we're starting to see some good things happening now. Seth is now in the chat. Pitch is taking a splitter for ball 1. So Alice Teoscar answered with a leg single. Pitch is swung on and missed. The money man. Pitch on the way, swinging up. Miss. So Ohtani has a count now 1-1. The pitch swung on and fouled away, so that's 1-2. 98-mile-an-hour fastball Fuentes dealing. Money man is a good chatter of the channel, Alice. He's in here trying to keep things going and lively. 1-2 the count. The pitch swung on and fouled away. Ohtani looking at the bat. He broke his bat last time up. Ohtani, with runners in scoring position in June and August, is hitting .358 this season. So he's starting to heat up as the temperature rises. Ohtani's production starts. Pitch is low for ball 2. It's now 2-2. We're in the 8th inning in a 5-5 tie. This has a playoff atmosphere written all over it. Dodgers lost a tough one last night, trying to get back on the winning track tonight, seeing their 6-game winning streak snapped. Here's a ground ball hit sharply down to the second baseman. He'll let Teoscar go to third. He throws over to first for the out. There's now 2 outs in the 8th inning, and Teoscar is at third base. Now that Alice is in the chat, I keep humming that song, Go Ask Alice. Remember that Jefferson Starship song? I wonder, Alice, did you grow up? Did the kids in the class have fun with you and your name? But it's a good song. I like it. No fun intended, but I do like the part where they said, Go Ask Alice. I think she'll know. So now I got that in my head. As Alice knows, she's got the Dodgers back on the winning track with her fire in the chat. Much appreciated, Alice. Thank you very much for coming into the channel. Okay, they walk intentionally. Freeman, and now Mookie's at the plate. So runner is at first and third. Mookie to the plate as they walk Freeman. So Teoscar's now at third. Freeman's at first. Mookie's to the plate. Pitch is high. The fastball for 2-0. Muncy on deck. Last night they walked Muncy in a high-stakes part of the game. If Mookie somehow gets aboard, no way can they walk Muncy like they did last night. They'll force in a run. Here's a pitch is outside, and one ball away is Mookie from walking. Okay, Muncy on deck, licking his chops. That's the song, White Rabbit. Thank you very much, JT, for the assist. Pitch on the way is ball 4, and Mookie Betts walks. The bases are loaded. And Muncy's coming up. So the Dodgers blew a golden opportunity in the 7th inning with the bases loaded. Now they got the bases loaded again, and out comes the manager. Was he coming with a hook? Looks like he might be. They're having a meeting at the mound, as you can see on the screen. Bases loaded. Brian's back in the chat. Thank you. Hot Wax is now back in. Yes, White Rabbit. And that song's about LSD. And the reason it kind of chimed in on me is because Alice was talking about what are they smoking, which kind of went along with the flavor of that song. So that's where my brain's working on, in case you're wondering, why is he talking about a song made in the 60s? Because, no, anyways. Okay, back to live action. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 5-5 tie. And up comes Max Muncy to the plate. Facing the man from Columbia on the mound. The pitch is low for ball 1 on the splitter. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases loaded. They got nowhere to put Muncy. Pitch is fouled away, and the fastball, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So Mookie walks. One and one the count. The pitch way inside. Nice catch by Murphy behind the plate to save that from going to the backstop. It's now 2-1. And throwing hard in the bullpen is Kerr for the Braves. On Fuentes, 30th pitch. Pitch is taken outside for 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Teoscar at third base trying to make amends and score and take the lead with this. Pitch is fouled away by Muncy, backing out of play. It's now 3-2. Suspense is even rising more on Fuentes' 32nd pitch, 33rd pitch, and the whole crowd is now on their feet here in Atlanta, trying to urge on Fuentes to get that last strike. What you gonna do? Fuentes, bases loaded, 5-5 tie, 2 outs. There's a pitch swung and fouled away on the fastball. He roared back and threw 95 miles an hour. Oh, thank you very much. I didn't even notice. I went over 3,300. Thank you, guys. Okay, back to live action. When the head went over 3,300, I'm at 3,302. Okay, 3-2 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, fouled away again. So Muncy hanging tough, making Fuentes roar back and throw yet another pitch. 5-5 tie in the 8th. Teoscar's at third. Freeman's at second. Mookie's at first. And Muncy's to the plate. The pitch. Swung on and lined. Foul. And walks as good as a single. Absolutely, Ellis. You're right on that one. Indeed. I always heard that when I was a kid batting. So 3-2 the count. 5-5 tie in the 8th inning. The pitch swung on and missed, and down goes Muncy, and the Braves are mercifully out of the inning, and they didn't give up anything. So we move to the bottom of the 8th as the Dodgers had the golden chance to take the lead and didn't. Through 7.5 innings, Dodgers 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. Braves 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. This game's as close as you can get it. That was a damn good pitch indeed, Smith. You're right. So Brian's back, and the Dodgers got themselves off the deck to take the lead. Oh no, to tie the game up. They were down 5-3. And to be honest with you, I was thinking, oh no, this is not going to be good. They've made it interesting. Now as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Remember, Dodgers are 5-0 in extra inning games this season. They have not lost a game when they go to extra innings. 5-0. Meanwhile, we're getting quite a contrast. 81% of the people now say Dodgers will win. It was hovering about 90. Now some Brave fans have started to chime in. You're right, Brian. I went over the 3,300 mark. So to all you people that subscribe to the channel today, big gong to you guys. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And to all of you that have subscribed to the channel in the past, a big bang on the bongos to you as well. Okay, we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. And it'll be Stewart coming to the mound. Brock Stewart facing Baldwin, the top of the order. Or will it? Let's see. Is it? So Brock Stewart comes in, appearing in 17 games with a 2.0 ERA. And Murphy's at the plate. Check it. Baldwin's on deck. Murphy, first ball swinging. There's a ground ball taken, and it'll go and hit the bag and stay fair. And Murphy's aboard. Can you believe that? Murphy is a triple away from hitting for the cycle. He's got a single, a double, and a home run. And this one just was a lazy little ball that just goes and hits the bag. And he's aboard, and they're taking him out, putting in a pinch runner in a 5-5 tie. So no more Murphy behind the plate. And up Baldwin comes to the plate. Okay, Drake Baldwin comes up. 1 on, no outs. Stewart, a hard luck base hit by Murphy. And now he's got to deal with Baldwin at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. No sign of Baldwin even looking to score off the bunt to move the runner over. One ball, no strikes to Baldwin. The pitch. High, just missing for ball 2. And now the Dodgers are going to challenge. Don't know about this one. Let's see. Normally I could see it from the naked eye, and I think it is a ball. Yep. So it was a bad challenge. Dodgers now have no more challenges left in the game. They're done. Braves still have their 1 challenge left. Moneyman's watching the game. The pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball. Back goes Tucker. It'll bounce off the wall in right field. And moving around moving into second is safely with a base hit with a double. And now the Braves have runners on second and third. They did the same thing last night. Scored in the bottom of the eighth, took the lead, and then got the Dodgers out in the ninth inning to win it. And they're on the verge of doing that same doggone thing right now. No outs in the eighth. And they got 2 men on in scoring position. Baldwin with a double. And Acuna Jr. now coming to the plate. And Stewart's got his work cut out for him. Pitch is high for ball one. One ball, no strikes. The pitch on the way. It's taken for a strike on the sweeper. It's now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is taken high, ball two. Hang in there, Hot Wax. Hang in there. Remember, once the playoffs happen, it's a whole different ball game where they cut down, they streamline the pitching. You won't see Roki out there. Oh, there's a big swing and a miss for strike two. You'll be seeing Stubble and Yamamoto and Snell. 1, 2, 3 pitchers for sure. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. So 2-2 the count to Acuna Jr. No outs. We're in the eighth inning with 2 men on in scoring position on second and third in a 5-5 tie. And Stewart's 10th pitch is coming right now. For strike three, got him. Boom, good strikeout. And Acuna Jr., is he going to challenge that on the last? That is a silly challenge, and that'll... Whoa, wait a minute. No, not a silly challenge. I ate my words. It was a ball. Oh, my. I need to get this eye checked again. Okay, looking with my bad eye. It's now 3-2 count. And the Braves still keep their challenge. And the pitch swung on and fouled back. So a nice challenge by Acuna Jr. I really thought that was a strike, and oh well. 3-2 the count. Acuna lives on. 2 on, no outs. 3-2, 5-5 tie. The pitch swung on, and it's a little nubber right to Freddie Freeman. He's going to move over and tag him out. No, go to the base. So there's 1 out. They get him out anyways, no matter what. 1 out. The 2 men still remain on. And now Roberts is wanting to walk, intentional walk. So they will. That's Murphy, I believe. So you're going to walk Murphy and try to set up a double play. Okay. Roberts is working his magic now. Up comes Dubon. Dubon's been trouble. He's 2 for 4, 2 singles, a stolen base. He's got his uniform dirty from top to bottom. He's thrown 12 pitches as Stewart. The pitch is taken for called strike 1. Okay. Here we go. Roberts is really rolling the dice now. Walking a man to put the bases loaded with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit to Mookie. Mookie boots it to Edman, who throws to Freeman for the double play. Oh, my. Whoa, what a play by Mookie. Now, I got to see, was that accidental or did that just happen? Mookie kind of laughing and giggling. I think he booted that accidentally. Ricocheted over to Edman, who was waiting at second base, who threw quickly to Freeman. You couldn't have drawn that up 1,000 times. What a play. Mookie mishandled that ball, and it turned right to Edman, who was standing on second base, picked it up and threw over for the 6-4-3 double play. Incredible. The Dodgers are out of that inning. Timeout. I need a break. Be right back. Okay, back for the 9th inning. What a play. That might just help the Dodgers right there emotionally, mentally, and drain the Braves. They had runners on second and third, nobody out, and they walk away with nothing. Nothing. So, incredible. Nicely managed by Roberts and Stewart, and then sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and if you're both, that's unbeatable. And Mookie Betts stuck out his hand and slapping the hand of Edman on walking off the inning on that one. And so we are still tied 5 apiece. We go to the 9th inning, and Tommy Edman to the plate, the man who started that double play, or was in the middle of it, getting the ricochet off of the glove of Mookie, is now at the plate. And Medeiros is now to the mound. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled away. Medeiros pitched last night, trying to bring the Braves good fortune tonight. So Edman had a big early part of this game, got a double to start it off for the scoring with, came around and scored, and then he hit a 2-run home run, bringing home Freddie Freeman, who had doubled earlier. Now it's time for Edman to wake back up. 2 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Pitch is fouled away. Medeiros out of Cuba, Santa Clara, Cuba. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Edman. The pitch is way outside for 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is way high, ball 3. So he's going the other way with Edman. The 3-2 pitch swung on, and a high fly foul ball out of play. The chant of Alice has started. Tommy, 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 in a 3-2 count for Edmund in a 5-5 tie. So Medeiros, 8th pitch of this inning to Edmund, coming up right now. Swung on and fouled away again. The 3-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the cutter, and down goes Edmund for out number 1. 1 out in the 9th inning. Remember, Dodgers are undefeated in extra innings. Tanner Scott now tying his shoe in the bullpen. He's going to be up and throwing. Tanner Scott was a hard luck loser last night. And up comes Kyle Tucker. Tucker's 0 for 4, lined out in the 7th inning. Pitch on the way is ball 1. So Tucker the 1-0 pitch is low and in the dirt all the way to the backstop. That's what we needed to happen in the last inning when the bases were loaded. 2 balls, no strikes to Tucker. The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Ferris saying deja vu all over again. Ferris still hanging around. He doesn't have a meeting. No 10 o'clock meeting for him this morning. It's 10:22 in Singapore. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tucker. 5-5 tie. The pitch, there's a ground foul. Well, Elliot, Tucker had a hit last night. He had 3 hits before he left LA against the Pirates. There's a pitch taken for ball 3. So tonight he's drawing the caller. He hasn't gotten a hit tonight, but if he can get a hit, he'll be on a 4-game hitting streak. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Tucker right now. 5-5 tie in the 9th inning. 1 out. The pitch swung on in a high, lazy pop-up. Moving out, coming in quickly. Thomas it'll be the third baseman. Riley that'll make the catch. So there's now 2 outs in the 9th. And up comes Thomas. Thomas had the dubious distinction of hitting into a ending double play in the 7th inning that killed the Dodgers' chances of getting runs. But it's okay. Braves hit into a same double play to end their inning chances in the 8th. So it happens. It always happens when you least want it to happen. If you're on the offensive side of the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to Thomas. 2 outs in the 9th. 5-5 tie. Pitches swung on and fouled away. Thomas appeared in his first game with the Dodgers on Saturday. Got a hit Saturday, a hit Sunday, a hit on Tuesday. And tonight, his first time not getting a hit in a game as a Dodger, at least this far. The pitch swung on, a little foul ball. Fair, I went to the doctor today. It's some type of a virus. So they gave me some different meds, eye drops, which I got here. And got to take those, go back to the doctors on Friday. But I'll be back in time for the Friday game. The pitch on the way is outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Thomas. 2 outs in the ninth and a 5-5 tie. The pitch is swung on and missed at a bad pitch in the dirt, and down go the Dodgers. And Medeiros is acting like he won the 7th game of the World Series as he comes pumped off of the mound. Okay, the score after 8.5 innings, Dodgers 5, Braves 5, and up come the Braves in the bottom of the 9th inning. So pretty soon I'll be hitting 4,000 views in this game. Thank you so much again, all of you, for tuning in. 4,000, that's pretty good for 3 innings, 3 hours, 3 hours. We just passed the 3-hour mark. This game's 3 hours and 10 minutes old. Moneyman, Brian's a Soviet. Show me your little flag, Brian. He was waving the Soviet flag a couple of days ago. That was another person in the chat was calling him, saying he's from the Soviet Union, and Brian showed his flag. So anyway, we moved to the bottom of the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th inning. Who the Dodgers sending out there? Looked like Tanner Scott. Let's see. It is Tanner Scott. So Tanner Scott will go out there tonight again. He was out there last night, the hard luck loser of that game. And he'll face Harris coming up. For the Braves, they'll be sending up Harris, Albies, and Thomas. They're Thomas, Lane Thomas. Michael Harris, 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice bunt. We're in the 9th inning in a 5-5 tie. Scott trying to redeem himself from last night. The pitch. Swung on and fouled away, strike 1. Enrico's back. Okay, 0-1 the count. The pitch on the way. Swung on, there's a line shot. Oh, nicely played by Freeman at first down the line. He got him, boom, 1 out. Walks it to the bag. Nicely played. If Freeman isn't perfectly placed there, Harris is still running right now. So 1 out. We're in the 9th inning in a 5-5 tie. And up comes Albies. Albies has been having quite a game for himself. The pitch swung on, fouled away, back and out of play on the slider. Albies is 1 for 3 with a walk, a single, a run, and a stolen base. The 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is shot foul. If this game does go to the 10th inning, and looking ahead, who will the Dodgers be bringing up? Teoscar, Fiducia, and Otani. 1-2 the count to Albies. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. So remember, that top of the order for the Dodgers started to wake up and finally woke up to get the Dodgers some runs and tie this game up. That's Ohtani, Freeman. There's a big swing and a miss, and Scott's 1 out away from getting out of this inning and going to extra, read all about it innings in the 10th inning, where the Dodgers are 5-0 this season. High riding fastball, Albies couldn't resist. Swung and missed it. If you're a Jumbo Jack in the Box fan, you just got the promotion on that strikeout. 2 outs in the 9th. Thomas to the plate. The pitch is fouled away. Thomas came in late in the game for Yaz in left field. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out in the 7th inning. 0-1 the count to Thomas. You know what, JT? That's a good question. There's a pitch, and it's a blown base hit into right field. It'll bounce and moving around and heading to second with a double by the time Tucker can throw it in, and now the winning run is at second base. Just when JT asked who will start at second base, that ball came rocketing off of the bat of Lane Thomas into right field, and a double. I wanted to ask you how they determined that. I think it's the guy. Is it the guy that made the last out of the inning? If that's the case, it'll be Thomas. You know what? That I don't know. How did they determine who the man is at second? It might be the guy. So if that's the case, it'll... And here comes Ha-Song Kim, not to be confused with the Dodgers' Hae-Sung Kim. And he's coming to the plate this season in 31 games. He's 5 for 76 with a .066 batting average, and he's coming up here now to pinch hit. So now Scott's chance to overpower Kim and get the Dodgers into extra innings. There's 2 men on. They intentionally walked. Kim is straight out of Seoul, South Korea. The pitch on the way is taken inside for ball 1. Pitch on the way is high for ball 2. So Scott's got to throw some strikes here. 2 on. Remember, the only man that means anything is the guy on second base. So that's why they just intentionally walk the guy at first, hopefully set up a deep, a force out. There's a pitch that's taken for ball 3. So now Scott's 1 ball away from walking a guy with a .66 batting average. Can you believe that? Come on, Scott. We need the third out is right, Ellis. Ellis is right on the money. There's a strike right there. Okay, good. Challenge him. Look at me now. Throw him a strike. Let's go. 3 balls and 1 strike to Kim. 2 on. 2 outs. We're in the 9th inning in a 5-5 tie. Swung on and fouled away. Suddenly it's 3-2. Okay, 3-2. I'm feeling a lot better now. 1 strike away from going to extra innings. Kim hanging tough. The 3-2 pitch. swung on and fouled away. So Kim was up there, took 3 straight balls. Suddenly he's found that Scott's throwing some strikes now. I better get to swinging. And he's done just that, the last 3 at pitches. The crowd starting the old Braves cheer, trying to get them to score that one more run to win the game on a walk-off. The 3-2 pitch swung on and popped up and fouled back and out of play. Now Scott has thrown 16 pitches in the 9th inning. Moneyman calling for a win for Alice, our lucky charm. Let's see if she can produce. If the Dodgers can produce on her behalf. She called him out. And there's a ground ball, base hit, line drive. Braves will win it. This game is over, as by the time Teoscar throws it in, they score and they're all on the field like they've won the 7th game of the World Series. Can you believe that? So that'll do it. Turn out the lights. This game is over. Dodgers lose. Scott loses his 2nd straight game. They tear the jersey off of Scott in the middle of the game. He's got no shirt on going back to the dugout. And the Braves are running around, hugging him, waving the flag. It's over. Give me the totals on this game. For the Braves to win it, 6 runs, 14 hits, and no errors. The Dodgers, 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. Winning pitcher is Medeiros, straight out of Cuba. So now it makes sense why he was fired up leaving the 9th inning after getting the Dodgers out. His record improves to 3-1. He's got a 3.28 ERA. Scott loses the game. His record is now 1-5. I thought he lost 1-5. That's right. He falls to 1-5, and the ERA of 2.50. So, what are the Dodgers going to do now for a closer? What you going to do, Doc? Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate having you along. One last LOL from Rico, and that was it. The curse of death, Brian says, when you mention Moneyman and Alice, it was over, and Brian Smith gets the last word. Thank you all for tuning in. Enjoyed bringing you the game. The Dodgers now got to avoid a sweep, and they'll have their stopper, Yamamoto, going after it tomorrow against Sale for the Braves. Have yourself a tremendous rest of the day, like fair, and a good evening to the most of you, wherever you may be. The final score, once again, Braves winning it. The Braves 6, Dodgers 5. Turn out the lights. This game is over.
Play what crazy game does it to many great plays, and now it's time to turn out the lights. The game is over. Bid you a pleasant good night, and free you may be. Turn out the lights again. The game is all over for you. Turn out the lights, game's over. You think it can come, and you do get up. The game and the light, the game's over. He doesn't mean up a man with the key. You deal with the star, but nothing can last. And I thought it's a nightmare. Give me so far. I get it so fed up. When it's on, and that's your voice. Turn out the lights, the game's over.